So let's start with the Born-Lande equation in inorganic. Okay, so we are going to start with the Born-Lande equation because let's do a little bit of smart study. Okay, the important topics we are going to cover it first, and then small topics which are important but less important we are going to cover in the last. Okay, so now we are going to see Born-Lande equation. In Born-Lande equation, lattice energy U cannot be determined directly, but its theoretical value, the theoretical value can be estimated by Born-Lande equation. So lattice energy cannot be estimated directly, but its value, theoretical value, can be estimated using this equation. You need to remember this equation. What is your Born-Lande equation? U equals to minus a e square z plus z minus n by r, 1 minus 1 by n. Now forget this, what it is written. I am explaining it to you. U is your what? Lattice energy. A is a constant called Madelung constant. Okay, I will explain everything. Don't worry. What is Madelung constant? I will say it to you. E is E is you know it very nicely, that is charge on an electron. Z plus Z minus are charge on cation and anion respectively. N is Avogadro's number, R is interionic distance, and N is a constant known as bond exponent. Its value arises due to repulsion arising from interionic interaction or force arising from interpenetration of two ions, and generally its value is taken to be 9. Okay, so now you can just note it down, the thing what is what, after understanding. And you can also be determined by Born-Haber cycle. I will teach you this also. First you understand Born-Lande. Okay, now let's see the significance of Born-Lande equation, then we will do the derivation. The negative value of U indicates that the formation of ionic crystal is an exothermic process. Since heat is liberated in the formation of ionic compound, the ionic crystal is more stable than the constituent gaseous ions. Okay, so since negative value of U, the negative value of U indicates that the interionic crystal is an exothermic process formation. Since heat is liberated during the interionic compound, so the negative value of U indicates that the ionic crystal is an formation of ionic crystal is an exothermic process. So in the equation you are having the negative sign. So this negative sign indicates that the formation of ionic crystal is an exothermic process, and same since during the formation of ionic compound heat is liberated, so ionic crystal which is getting formed, it is obviously more stable than the ions. Next point is the magnitude of U gives an idea about the interionic forces and also provides a measure of the stability of ionic compound. So the magnitude of U gives an idea about the interionic forces and also provides a measure of the stability of ionic compound. So this U magnitude gives us an idea about the interionic forces and also provides a measure of stability of ionic compound. So uh, higher the negative value of U, greater will be the stability of the ionic compound. High value of U indicates that the crystal is more hard and has high melting point. So this is your significance of U. So let's see. Let Z plus and Z minus are the charges on cation and anion respectively. Okay, fine. Now electrostatic force of attraction or electrostatic force can be determined by E equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Z plus Z minus E square by R. This is your electrostatic force. Now introducing Madeline's constant. Madeline's constant was A. Madelung constant. We get EC equals to A by 4 pi epsilon naught Z plus Z minus E square by R. Okay. Now, by Bond-Lande, E repulsive equals to B by R to the power N. This is repulsive force and this is bond exponent. Now let's write the value of B. Okay, so we have to consider the maxima situation where du by dn equals to 0. Maxima condition. Now write it and leave it just like that. Now you have B value is minus A E square Z plus Z minus R naught to the power n by 1 by n. Okay, 4 pi epsilon naught. Now total force for n number of molecules equals to, we have total force can be written as U and Avogadro's number of this by E bus E repulsive. So we got this. Now let's do it over here. U equals to N EC plus ER, we did till here. Now U equals to N, EC value is, see, A Z plus Z minus E square by 4 pi epsilon naught R, and ER is N B by R to the power N. So that only I wrote over here. Now put the value of B. Putting is not a word, put the value of B. So U equals to NA Z plus Z minus E square 4 pi epsilon naught R plus N. B is your one thing, this is a minus component, I forgot to say that this is a minus component and the B is the positive component. Okay, so this one electrostatic force is always negative, so B is positive, but here it will be a negative sign. Now put B. B is your B value is, B can be written as A E square Z plus Z minus R naught to the power N minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught N. Now from this you get U value as N minus N A Z plus Z minus E square by 4 pi epsilon naught R 1 minus 1 by N. This is your Bond-Lande. Full U naught if you say, then put a naught here, and this is your given in joules. Now Meyers equation is, from this you get Meyers equation. Mayer wrote this equation as U naught equals to minus N A Z plus Z minus E square by 4 pi epsilon naught R naught by 1 minus this by rho by R naught. This is joules, and when you do, you get 34.5 picometer, rho 34.5 picometer. This is your Meyers equation. After Bond-Lande equation, you write it as 1 minus rho by R naught, same equation, but over here only 1 minus rho by R naught. So you get the rho value as 34.5 picometer. So this is your Meyers equation. If it comes, derive Meyers equation, then you will do till here, and if it comes derive Bond-Lande equation, then you will write till here. So this was your entire Bond-Lande equation. Next we are coming with Fajan's rule. Okay.